Hey everyone, it's Types, and today I'm playing, of course, with more Stellar Crown stuff. Today we're playing a deck that's not a new deck, but it's a deck that I've talked about before, which is Raging Bull Ogerpon. I generally, I don't know, haven't found the deck to be great, specifically in the late game before this set. Although Fezandipiti EX has helped that out from Sharded Fable, but now there are some new additions which make the deck really interesting, I guess. First of all, we have the new Noctowl. If you have a Terra Pokemon in play, no Terra Pokemon in this deck, of course, is the Teal Mask Ogerpon EX. This is your only Terra Pokemon, but you need this in play to get stuff working. Uh, Obviously for the actual deck, but then for Noctowl. And then it says on play you get to search your deck for any 2 trainer cards and put them into your hand. That's really good, especially because the card that's hardest to find is Professor Sada's Vitality. Maybe not hardest to find, but it's the most important card to find. So we have Professor Sada's Vitality, which you can now have. Obviously you can just draw into it, but you can also draw into Noctowl, which is searchable. We have two copies of Ultra Ball. By the way, this is not my list, they're just found online. But yeah, a lot of lists are looking pretty similar to this with the Noctowl. Then we do have the new Fan Rotom, which gets the Noctowl. It is also a counter to Mimikyu. I believe this is, yeah, that's the only counter to Mimikyu in this list, but it is solid. Then we also have some other cards. We have Briar. This one's really interesting. Also, it doesn't work right in live, I'm pretty sure. Also, supposedly there's maintenance on the day I'm recording this, which is the 13th, the day after the set dropped, I think. So that's fun. We'll see how, if like the game just starts breaking down as I'm playing. But you got Briar, which says you can only play this if your opponent has exactly 2 prize cards remaining. But then if you knock out one of your opponent's Pokemon, then you take an extra prize card from if you're attacking the Terra Pokemon. Now, what I said isn't actually what the card does, but that's what it does in live. It's supposed to say if you're knocking out your opponent's active through the use of damage, not damage counters, and not their benched. I believe though it is glitched, so if you use damage counters on their bench, then you will take an extra prize. That's for like Dragapult, that's super broken. Or very strong. I don't know if I'd say super broken, but really, really strong. So keep that in mind. That's going to get fixed soon. Might be fixed by the time this video comes out, and does not matter for this deck either. But yeah, that's the thing. Then we also have the card Glass Trumpet that says you can only use this if you have a Terra Pokemon in play. Choose up to 2 of your bench colorless Pokemon, which in this case it doesn't matter what they are really at all. But you attach a basic energy from your discard pile to each of them. Of course, Raging Bull EX discards energy. With its attack, you just discard the energy to do more damage. So Glass Trumpet's essentially plus 140 damage, which is a lot. And then we also have Area Zero Underdepths as the stadium. No more Pokestop, but we got Area Zero Underdepths now. You can still like play Pokestop if you want, but then you don't get the big bench. But this says you get 8 bench Pokemon if you have a Terra in play. You're always going to have a Terra in play. If you have a bunch of bench Pokemon, you're not going to like fill up your bench without a Terra in play, I can't imagine. So yeah, you just go ahead, put this in play, and have more bench space. This is really important for the Noctowl, which is our engine, like an actual engine. Only a 2/2 here, but it is still important. You have lots of other Pokemon. You, of course, have the Raging Bull EX and the Ogerpon EX, which is in the name of the deck. But then you have Squawkabilly EX, Fan Rotom, Radiant Greninja, Fezandipiti EX, Iron Bundle. So all those Pokemon are cards that are nice to have in play at certain times, and things like Fan Rotom and Squawkabilly EX are just going to be taking up slots on your bench, not doing too much outside of maybe allowing you to activate Glass Trumpet onto them to get a little more damage or something, but they're pretty useless. But now you can just essentially ignore them on your bench and just fill up your bench beyond that, and then you should be fine. I've not played this deck yet in the new format, but let's try it out. I don't know how this is going to go, but I'm really excited to play, especially with Briar. I have not actually used Briar in a game and played it down. I have played some decks with it, but you know, taking an extra prize is really, really good, but also it only works with your Terra attacker, which is your Teal Mask Ogerpon EX, not your main attacker of Raging Bull EX, which is kind of interesting. You could also play the new supporter Crispin. We don't in this list, but Crispin does allow you to go ahead and accelerate energies from the deck, or 1 energy from the deck, and I will choose to go second. Let's see how fast this deck is. It's an evolution engine, but of course still trying to go first, or trying to go fast and attack first, meaning we're going second. Okay, this hand is okay, I guess. It's not great, but it's not terrible. Not entirely sure exactly what we're doing, though probably what we're doing, unfortunately, is going to be discarding this Professor Sada's Vitality with the Squawkabilly EX, right? And also, you know, we want to get lots of Pokemon into play this turn, but we got Area Zero Underdepths. Also, most decks in the metagame want to go first right now, so we could have gone first, like against Duskull. You know, this is what, probably Charizard. Could be Dragapult. Could be something else as well, but it's probably Charizard, maybe Dragapult. And they, of course, want to go first. They are an evolution-based deck. What? That's not either of those. Okay, we are against Aegislash. That's not good for us. What are we supposed to do about this? So Aegislash is immune to EXs and Vs, the single pricer. Okay, that was not what I was expecting. Well, let's Teal Dance. I think we're going to go for Fan Rotom at some point. That's probably the goal. Oh, we got Briar. Okay. Let's Stadium, and this isn't helping them. It's helping us, though. And I believe the Stadium does work as well. I'll take Squawkabilly. This is so weird. I was not expecting this. We might lose this one, but if we can knock out their Honedge, turn around with Pokemon Catcher or Prime Catcher, then we're in a very good position. But we do need Fan Rotom to do that. So we're going to Squawkabilly. See what we draw off this. Not attack either, but I'll play Fezandipiti EX and just Squawk and Seize. And you do need Fan Rotom's going to be doing 70. Okay. This is no, this isn't really what we want either. But let's Pokemon Catcher. We can't really get the knockout super easily no matter what we do. We don't need to attack with Fan Rotom, but we do get heads. Okay, that's really, really good. I think I'm gonna look. I have the list open in another tab. If I Iono, we can't obviously sell as Vitality. You can only do one supporter. Switch Cart, Night Stretcher. These cards just aren't very good for us. Pal Pad's like okay, but we don't need it now. All Iono, we also do hurt their hand size, which is good. And we'll see what we get. Also, I don't know why there's not a down arrow next to Squawkabilly. No, we missed it. Okay, well that's not great. They also resist us. The Ogerpon, that's a thing. It doesn't matter too much, but it is a thing that we are seeing here. So I'll take a couple of grass energies and attach and then pass. This isn't looking great. And they don't have enough Pokemon on their bench for me to even just gust up all these and take 6 prizes. That's not even possible because there's just 5 prizes in play. If they do get Pidgeot EX into play, though, we could win that way. This, isn't a good matchup, I feel like. But maybe they don't have the Aegislash, especially they're a stage 2 deck. Those aren't the most consistent. I mean, they are the least consistent generally. I mean, yeah, weird stuff like Pal Pad EX and forcing me a supporter for what we want to do. Oh, never mind. They got the stage 2. But yeah, they're not that hard to pull off, as we can see, where they presumably have the stage 2. Those were not, neither of those are bases they need for the stage 2, though. Honestly, I don't even remember what Aegislash EX does. I know it has a pretty efficient 1 energy attack, and I know the single prizer. The single prizer is like a Mimikyu. It's on a stage 2, which is normally worse, but it does have higher HP, which is really good for Aegislash. It's going to be surviving a hit from Fan Rotom. But let's see, what are they doing? Do they just not have an Aegislash attack? I think Aegislash does Aegislash EX. It's main attack, the one that, or the first attack, which is 1 metal, does damage based on. Sorry, wait, they play Canceling Clown? It does damage based on the amount of prizes they've taken. Second attack is a solid 220. That is not the Aegislash. Okay. But yeah, it's a solid attacker, but I'm really scared, as I said, of the single prizer. That can cause some serious problems, as in we probably lose. So now they do have 6 prizes in play, though, right? So we can knock out Rotom V, Pidgeot EX, Radiant Greninja, and whatever this is, Duskull, Dusclops, Dusknoir, if they don't knock it out themselves. So now we can win the game. We have 2 Pokemon Catchers, of which we played 1. We have 1 boss as well as that Pal Pad, which you saw, and a Prime Catcher. So, okay, we do see the EX hitting the board. Wow, I don't mind that at all. And they have, what, a rescue board? They can't even, okay. So yeah, this does 70 for each prize they've taken, then 220 with their second attack, and third to themselves. I didn't say that. Kind of offsets the resistance. But they will be one-shotting our Ogerpon as well, unsurprisingly. So let's just accelerate. We're hitting no damage. This is rough, but I'll accelerate. Energy Retrieval, that's not what we were looking for. Okay, so they're hitting 220. We will lose our bench after this, but that doesn't really matter. We can't one-shot Rotom V. That's kind of annoying. We're close to one-shotting Rotom V. We get, right now we're hitting 120. If we attach and then hit Rotom V, we're hitting 180 because resistance is reducing it on Aegislash. I think I'll boss knock out the Radiant Greninja here. I don't like dislike that. I don't love it either. Oh wait, no, maybe that was silly because now I need another energy on Radiant Greninja. That's fine. I'll do it. I mean, it's not like we're starving for energy. Our hand's literally just energy. So, we'll just attack. I could thin more here. I don't really want to thin though. Earthen Vessels are good. Obviously, we've not set up very well. Pokestop would have gotten us some cards, so maybe this stadium isn't it. I mean, we haven't Fan Rotomed. I could have Fan Rotomed, but that wouldn't have necessarily left me in the spot I wanted to be in. Maybe I should have gone first, but I mean, that doesn't feel that great either. And it's not like we would have been where we want to be either. Let's see, they're going to Buddy Buddy Poffin as well. I'm surprised they didn't go for the EX. I feel like that's not a guaranteed one, but puts them in a very good position. Theoretically, we could have some attackers that really cause issues. They're going to grab one more Hone Edge, which might be into the EX, or it might evolve into the EX. We'll see. They're going to probably just knock us out, deal some self-damage, but we'll see what's going to go on from here. As I said, just an attack I expect. And then they can retreat because they have that rescue board, which does something. Accompanying flute. What is my opponent playing? They play canceling clone, accompanying flute. I mean, and we're getting messed up by it. So, admittedly, we didn't get off to the best start. It was pretty bad, but we're still losing, right? We're still getting kind of messed up. So, we'll set up Squawkabilly. Oh, I always forget that the stadium like pops up, which is weird, but. I mean, we've taken one prize. We're by no means out of it. If we knock him out this turn, I think we're still in a really good position. I'll Squawkabilly, or I'll Fezandipiti EX to draw myself 3 cards. Okay, those are pretty good cards. Let's see what we got in the prizes. Hoothoot and Iron Bundle. These are both okay. It's going to be hard for us to knock out the active, but by no means impossible. We do need to switch, though. We do have 2 switch cards in Prime Catcher. I'll take the Hoothoot. I mean, that's just a good card, right? So I'll get that. 2 Sadas here to 2 Pokemon. Let's just start with like Radiant Greninja. I feel like we need to make sure we don't fill up our entire bench. The way we do that is we get the Ogerpon. But yeah, I'll Energy Retrieval for get Grass and Lightning. I'll thin away the Lightning as well. We have another Energy Retrieval as well, of course, in our hand. So we'll keep the Grass so we can accelerate it to the Ogerpon, which hopefully we get soon. Okay, not bad. Not exactly what we're looking for, but I'll Nest Ball for an Ogerpon now. What do we have? Yeah, okay, we got plenty of Pokemon in deck, so and that's fine. We're not going to run out of bench space, it doesn't look like, with this really big bench. And if our opponent does like bump the stadium, knock out our only Ogerpon, and we have a bunch of bench Pokemon, we can get rid of some of our bench Pokemon. I don't need another Earthen Vessel. What is this? Okay, now what do we do? I guess I Ultra Ball away the Noctowl's kind of good. I could just get rid of double Earthen Vessel. I don't really hate that. I don't hate that. Let's just get rid of the 2 Earthen Vessels. These things are like annoying me so badly. Let's get a Raging Bolt now. And we do need to switch, but I feel like, I mean, we got 3 switches in deck, so we could definitely hit it. We might miss it as well. We don't have any extra draw off of this 3, but we'll see what we get. We could attack with Squawkabilly. It's not great. I could have sent up Fezandipiti, but it's not like we're in much of a better position if we do that. What do I do? Yeah, I split these up. Maybe I should have Earthen Vesseled first as well, but our hand's kind of good. Well then, I could retreat into Radiant Greninja. I don't really hate that, but they also just have like free Gust, so I think I'll just attach to the Raging Bolt EX. I think they're kind of they have Pidgeot, so they can definitely get another one of these set up. I'll just play Hoothoot. I'll pass. Maybe they'll target the Hoothoot or something like that. It's unlikely, and it doesn't even put us in a good position, but I'll pass, see what we got going on next turn. Oh, I could have drawn an extra card with Ogerpon, but that seems... Maybe that should have been... Maybe that's what I should have done. That might have been the right play. But it wouldn't have helped. I don't know. We'll see. We'll see what we can top deck. Maybe that would have been the play. Because, they take 2 prizes next this coming turn, and then they could probably take 2 prizes after that. So I guess I should have tried to take 2 prizes with... try to draw a card with the Ogerpon EX there to put us in a much stronger position. But yeah, we're getting messed up by this person. They got a really strong deck that I was not expecting. Admittedly, you really do need 2 energies to get Aegislash EX working. The first attack is going to be good later on. They're going to be hitting 280, which is a lot. But in the early game, if we had taken the tournament knockout, I think we would have been in a pretty good position. All right. But yeah, they're going to attach metal to the bench, and of course they're going to boss, knocking out my Raging Bolt, I guess. Or Fezandipiti EX. Okay, I would have. It doesn't really matter too much. I'll just probably take the knockout, which we got pretty easily, of course. Yeah, Rare Candy. I'm just gonna scoop. They got game. There's nothing I can do about it. I could boss something. Likelihood of that happening is pretty much non-existent. I just boss trap something and we end up winning. So yeah, sorry, I gotta scoop this one up. Move on to the next game. Live work, please work. There we go. So wow, we got messed up that game. But let's see what happens in this next one. And I did do both my challenges. Let's go. But we missed. I don't know if Pokestop is not what's happening. If Pokestop is really important to the deck, and if Noctowl is the best way to play it, it does help in the late game once you're set up. But just whenever able to get off the ground that game. As I said, my first game with this list and this style of deck, Ogerpon deck with Noctowl. I've only played it, I want to say the normal way, obviously without Noctowl because it wasn't out yet, but with I don't know, Pokestops, the normal stuff. So my opponent's choosing the coin flip. We'll see. Yeah, they'll probably choose to go first. If they choose to go second, whatever. They chose to go second. Wow. Okay. So hopefully our hand is good. Hopefully we're able to get at least Fan Rotom or Squawkabilly. Zan's not great, but let's see what else we got. And they are playing Dragapult, and they chose to go second. I guess it's not absolutely absurd, but I'll start things off. I'm actually gonna get rid of this Grass Energy. Grab myself 2 more. Yeah, I'll grab myself 2 more Grass Energies. That's fine. Maybe I shouldn't have done that. I think it's okay. Obviously, we don't want Grass Energies on our Raging Bolt, but this is fine. We can have ourselves another Sada. I'll just attach here. Then we can take a knockout on our next turn. We do have Briar as well, so once our opponent's taking a bunch of prizes, assuming we don't lose because we get donked, then we could start going in with the Ogerpon EX. We want lots of energy on that to do big damage. It does 30 free energy, 30 plus 30 free energy attached to each active, so I want to be hitting big damage with that. But they're just going to instant charge. Okay, and I think taking the knockout is the right play. They probably have Fezandipiti EX, but taking knockouts is good. And we are going to Superior Energy Retrieval away. What are we getting rid of? This hand's not perfect, but I'll certainly get rid of a Sada's here. I could do Sada's Briar and just Pal Pad him back into the deck, I guess. We get ourselves 1 Grass Energy. We get to draw 1 card. And I'll probably try to knock out that Pidgey too. We got double Pokemon Catcher. Lovely. Nice. So we get the knockout on Pidgey here. We hit a massive 120 EA. I went on Pal Pad because the supporters aren't drawing me any cards right now. And I'll just take the knockout. We're just playing solo Ogerpon, apparently, this game. But, we take a prize. We're up. They're probably not knocking us out next turn. I mean, if they knock us out next turn, we lose. Wow, that's Squawkabilly EX. I'm so happy that we drew that. We can't even draw, No, we could retreat and then Night Stretcher and draw a card. That seems kind of bad, but that might be what we'll do. I mean, Squawkabilly EX is also getting one-shotted, so if they hit into us, we'll just kind of see what happens. But I imagine they have the attack. We do see them use Fezandipiti EX, but I do like us getting rid of the Pidgeot EX. They just get Earthen Vessel and no tool. Wow, that is either really good for us because they prized a bunch of tools, specifically Forest Steelstone and Sparkling Crystal, or specifically Sparkling Crystal. That's the one that really matters, allowing them to attack easier. Or it's bad, and they already have all the tools they need in hand. But yeah, we see them getting rid of the Pidgeot EX. That's really great because we, knocked out that Pidgey, so it means that was a good decision there. Enabling Fezandipiti EX does help them get some stuff, but I feel like Pidgeot EX being in play is better. It also has more HP, so that it's less of a liability on the bench. They are getting Dragapult EX, unsurprisingly. They're gonna, rare candy into that. Presumably in the active. Yep. Hopefully we don't see a Sparkling Crystal allowing it, or Neo RPG. Nope, we do. I'm not surprised. It's not super likely that it would be prized, but anyways, they're gonna Night Stretcher back that Pidgey as well. Okay, that makes sense. Yeah, obviously we don't have the knockout here. I don't think we can get there. Yeah, no, we can't get there. Yeah, we do have 10 HP left, so that's something. Doing into Squawkabilly feels really terrible here. I got a Nest Ball. What do I Nest Ball for? I mean, these cards aren't good. Yeah, this is not going well. This is going real bad. Nest Ball is like a good top deck, I guess, but we can't Sada's because his hand is not it. I could grab Radiant Greninja. I guess I'll grab Raging Bolt EX. I mean, it's not going great, is it? I'll grab Raging Bolt EX, probably retreat into an attack with it or something like that. Let's do that. I might just Sada's the grass on. I'll do that. It's not great, but we can burst for. Um, okay, that's a little bit better. We could gust something up. We could gust up Fezandipiti EX or Rotom V. What should we gust up? I'll gust up Fezandipiti EX. I'm not entirely sure. It's not super likely we'll trap them, but yeah, we'll get ourselves a big bench as well. Just do we? No, we don't. They might play some Stadium 2 disrupt us. And oh no, I was gonna Glass Trumpet. We will not Glass Trumpet. I'll play Hoothoot though. And then we get to yeah, I won't play. What am I doing? I'm gonna Pal Pad back in the two Saw's Vitalities. Those are good cards. I'll play the Stadium just because why not? And then I'll Burst Roar. Let's go. Please don't knock out my Hoothoot. My Raging Bull. I mean, can they win? I don't think they can win on their turn, but it's really close. I mean, they can definitely knock out the Ogerpon and the Hoothoot. Maybe they're stuck though. Maybe they're stuck, and then we just win or something like that. I mean, I don't know. That doesn't really add up. It's not like it goes from them being stuck to all of a sudden us winning because we are up in prizes though. Oh no, they're not stuck. Okay, they're just gonna rare candy, Pidgeot and like Switch or something probably, but maybe not. If they don't get Pidgeot up this turn, that things are like kind of okay. Not great, but not terrible. We want to make sure we don't bench a Pokemon that is just gonna die. I don't know if we can actually avoid doing that, but they're gonna get that rare candy. Presumably, just play it for that Pidgeot. Okay, so they do have Turo scenarios, so they could have played that. That's partially why I guessed up the Fezandipiti EX. They kind of want that in play. They obviously don't want the Rotom V in play. They did have a second Pidgeot EX in deck as well. They did not prize that, unfortunately for us, but they're going to go grab an energy, I think. They could grab Rescue Board, but I don't think they can actually grab Rescue Board because I think it's prized. They probably grab an energy. They're just like sequencing stuff. Wait, no. What? I'm not actually sure what they grabbed. Maybe they already had an energy and then grabbed Dracloak. That's probably it. Yep, they got the energy. Going to retreat here. If we get the knockout, though, they're going to struggle to attack next turn. They probably won't be able to do it, so they're just going to Phantom Dive, knock at the Ogerpon, put a bunch of damage on the Hoot, which is going to go down to what is happening with Live? It's going to have okay, it's going to have 50 HP once we evolve it. That's good to know. What's happening with these weird Hero Zero Underdepths animations? Okay, so what are we looking for? I guess we got Noctowl, right? And we don't have any of the energy we need in the discard. That's a little bit awkward. Okay, well, I guess I need. Wait, no, we can't do that because we don't have the We need Ogerpon. We need Ogerpon EX. That's what we need right now. I'm gonna get rid of the grass energy. Get that out of there and get me lightning and a fighting, which I'll discard. Both of those I think, and I'm just gonna grab myself Ogerpon EX because we can't knock it out because we don't have a Terra in play. And I'll grab the Teal Ogerpon EX, and I could grab Radiant Greninja actually. No, I want. That gives us 2 cards, but then we need like very specific outs. So we could hit those outs, like Sada's Vitality is still an out without Teal Ogerpon. I'll go for the Ogerpon, not entirely sure here, but we do get the bigger bench. So I'll go for this. Again, not sure if this is the right play, but it's the one I'll go for. And we get to draw ourselves a card. Please be a card that we need. There are a bunch of outs here. Okay, let's go. That's good. That's good. So I'll accelerate the fighting active and the grass bench, and then we'll attach the lightning with energy retrieval. Okay, that's all right. Not amazing, but it's okay. How much energy we need? We need 5. That's a lot. It's Energy Retrieval. We could actually Night Stretcher here and then just discard all the energy. I don't think I'm going to do that. I think I'll Energy Retrieval, and I'm also going to Night Stretcher for the Ogerpon to draw myself another card. You know, drawing cards is just good, and then we can also discard better energies for us. We can discard 4 grass energies, supposed to discard our lightning and a fighting. We'll just discard one of those. We have Sadas in play, so it's not as big of a deal. Okay, there's our Sadas. We're gonna go ahead and grab the knockout. So we are definitely in this game. They presumably can't get their tool back, and we're just gonna discard 5 energy. So yeah, let's go ahead and get rid of this one. This one I don't know what energy I have prized. This one and this one. There we go, hidden for a whopping 350. There we go. Get the knockout. And now they probably can't attack next turn unless they pull off something crazy. If they Oh, I was like, what's happening? I always get confused by the stadium just like popping up it's not like out of nowhere, but it feels like it is. Anyways, we have a lot of damaged Pokemon in play, and we don't have any way to heal them, so hopefully our opponent doesn't have any way to take advantage of that. Okay, we need to be targeting down their Dragapult, that type of thing, and see what they got going on. They're going to attach an energy somewhere. Oh, they could Crispin this turn. Hopefully they don't Crispin. That would be not great, but we could still win, right? They're probably just going to take 3 prizes off the Crispin play. And if they Crispin, well, I was going to say they can't Briar. They can't Briar anyway. Briar would allow them to win the game this turn if they could play it, but they can't. We have 3 prizes remaining, not 2, which does mean that our earlier knockout of, did we knock out, was it Radiant Greninja or something? That wasn't this game, was it? We knocked out, we knocked out a Dreepy, yeah. So, no, sorry, we knocked out a Pidgey earlier this game. So that means that that was a solid play. So that we get off that, we actually get off the, like, intended prize trade, get put onto odd prizes, but that means that they cannot use their Briar. They're going to Crispin this turn. They could win. They could win this turn, actually, by, you know, gusting. That's really hard for them to do, though. I feel like that's not going to happen. They need a gust, and they also need what is happening. That's this stuff isn't like linked up, so it just throws me off. But they could Hawlucha and like gust. I don't think they can actually do that, but if they could, then we'd lose. But yeah, I don't think that's happening. So we're just gonna go and knock out our active, which is okay, you know, not great. They're gonna knock out our active, also knock out one of our bench Pokemon, I think. I mean, I feel like you just do it. No, they're not knocking out our Hoothoot. Wow, okay, they're just gonna decide to knock down all our Pokemon on the bench to I mean, it's not like taking the Hoothoot knockout helps them, but I would have still gone for that. But they're not gonna do that, so I don't mind. And we get Switch Cart. Oh, that's interesting. That allows us to heal. I guess it doesn't actually heal the Pokemon in the active, so whatever. I mean, we're just looking for the knockout, right? But let's go ahead and Nest Ball for. There we go. Raging Bolt EX. I was hoping it was in the deck, and it is, and we also have the energies we need. So let's go ahead and slap that into play. I mean, they probably can't attack next turn. They could technically Crispin again. I think. Yeah, I think they could like Pal Pad. I don't know exactly what they're playing, but they probably could. Well, let's go ahead, slap on the energies and see where this ends up. So go ahead, draw some cards. Wow, those are a lot of Nest Balls. Lovely. What do we want? I'll get rid of the stadium. Is the stadium ever going to be useful? It could be useful. I'll get rid of Switch Card, honestly. No, Switch Card could be useful too. I'm really not sure over this. What are we trying to get off of the Nest Ball? Maybe Radiant Greninja. Hoothoot's okay. I'll get rid of a Nest Ball. I'm not sure if this is the right play. And oh yeah, we have a bunch of energies. So I'll get the lightning and a grass. Seems okay. We could get double grass actually. But then if we draw into an energy retrieval, that doesn't get us there. We don't have energy retrieval. Never mind. Let's go ahead and grab ourselves double grass energies. And I'm actually going to thin out of the deck right now with that repeating Greninja. And so we can get that. Go ahead and start discarding stuff as well if we need to. And I probably should have actually kept the Nest Ball, gotten rid of the Switch Cart. We do have another Switch Cart and Prime Catcher. So whatever. It's probably okay. We now are going to Teal Dance. We need 1 more energy, but if we're Radiant Greninja, we need 2 more energies. That's awesome. Okay, so we can go ahead. Lightning right now we're hitting 280. We Ogerpon again. Now we're hitting. Oh, I could have attacked with this. It's fine. Then we couldn't have actually attacked with that. So we're hitting 350. Nice, we get there. We'll see. Are they able to win it on their turn? It's possible, I guess. I don't know the. Or is it possible? I feel like it must be possible in some manner. Don't know for certain though. Oh, and then their bench shrinks again. Yes, lovely, because they're definitely gonna fill up their bench. Okay, Fezandipiti EX. For that matter, maybe they could Radiant Alakazam, knock out Hoothoot, or we can use Fezandipiti EX, which is. I mean, we'd rather probably have the Noctowl play, but we haven't drawn Noctowl all game. It's hard to find. No, they play Radiant Charizard. I thought they weren't playing Radiant Charizard. Well, that's not good. Well, they won. That is unfortunate. Okay, you know what? Raging Volt, I'm gonna put this one back in the bin. Probably not gonna see the light of day for another what, like 2 months. When's the next set come out? Yeah, I'm gonna switch back to Trap Ghost. Raging Volt Ogerpon. I don't know if Noctowl's the solution. He didn't set up well. Did I get unlucky? I'm sure I didn't play perfectly, but I mean I didn't have them the options, right? I couldn't have like I didn't have Pokemon or energies or trainers. I mean, I obviously had some, but just not the ones I could play. So, there you go. Ogerpon, it's back. Here it is. I don't know. I don't know what to say about that. That did not end well. I thought we were gonna be okay. I thought people weren't playing Radiant Charizard, and they were. Radiant Charizard is a very good card. I don't play it in my Dragapult list. I was considering it. A lot of other people that I looked online weren't playing it, but it is very strong. Obviously, very good in situations like that. So yeah, GG to my opponents, but. Anyways, hope you're enjoying. Consider liking, subscribing, hitting the bell, joining the channel, all that good stuff. And as always, I'm excited to see you in the next video.